Councilmember Love. Right, passing the mic.
I haven't even said anything yet. You may like it. I'm sure you'll like it. Um, as usual, Gavin's being a little misleading. I think everyone's kind of missing the point of all this. We've been listening to people speak on both sides of this issue, obviously more on one than the other, but I think they're all kind of missing the point, and they're speaking about why something should or should not happen. But if the if the point is the resolution itself, think back with me. It's been months. We've been doing this almost a year. If we recall, we had the mayor once, then Chancellor Banks once at PEP, once directly here sitting next to us, saying that we're all discussing and racist and all those other things, and said the resolution was going nowhere. Um, it's we have so much evidence that this is not about this resolution and the harm it supposedly is going to cause. It hasn't been enacted in any possible way. The DOE seems to be very clearly against it. Um, Superintendent McGuire, for the last 4 or 5 months, before he even starts his report, has to do a 5-minute caveat to talk about all of the wonderful things that the DOE does and how they go above and beyond to make sure that every kid, especially trans kids, are listened to and protected. And I think 2 months ago, he even said he wanted to. I guess several months ago, I told him that he was partially the cause of the madness we're seeing. I still believe that, and he disagreed. But the evidence is a couple months ago where he said that he was glad that they're all here, and I think one of the parents spoke about it, saying that we're here for District 2 K-8 kids, and virtually none of the people speaking fell into that category, but he was excited that they were speaking, which is fine. But if that is the case, and that's on either side, I'm assuming that most of the people here don't have D2 kids either. So I'm not, calling you out specifically, but the point is we're not concerned about the kids. So you're all lying. So all kids matter, just like the Black Lives Matter. You say we care about all kids, but I don't see any all kids on your sign. All I see is trans kids. I don't hear you talking about any other kids except for when you make weird examples between black kids and trans kids. But that was interesting. But I was odd, right? But whatever. But I mean, you had a right to say it. That's cool, but it doesn't make sense. And everything you do is proving that you're not trying to do what's best for the kids in this district. And that's the problem, especially if you don't have kids here. So you keep talking about a community. I think that many of the people are coming here because Elena's right. They found a community here. There's a bunch of people who had whatever problems in their lives, and they found a group of people who agreed with them, and now it becomes a town. That's why there's snacks. That's why they had pizza last week. I mean, kindly, they offered me a slice last month. Thanks. But that's why you have pizza, and that's why Gavin's so excited, because obviously he doesn't get any encouragement anywhere else. But you all bring him flowers, right? And you all say he's great, and that he hasn't heard that probably since he was a child. So he's excited about that. But it's not helping the kids, right? None of this is about education at all. This is a bunch of, narcissistic, emotional, feel good nonsense. That means, what this really is? I was going to say it's compelled speech, but it's not even speech. It's like compelled thought. What you're really trying to do, because the DOE and whatever you think about McGuire, they made it clear that this resolution is already dead. So there'd be no reason to come every month. But you come because the real reason is to make Maud, because you use her name, myself, and others change their minds, right? There is no resolution except for in the heads of the people who voted for it. So you're here to make me think a certain way. Good luck with that. And by the way, if that's really your goal, do you think coming down here saying I'm literally killing kids is going to endear me to your cause? I mean, it's insane. So the whole point is complete nonsense. And a couple months ago, the last thing I talked about bullying, and you all erroneously thought I said you were bullying me. You're not bullying me. You're wasting my time, but you're not bullying me. Who you're bullying, Superintendent McGuire, who's being bullied are the parents and the kids that you supposedly care for, who are afraid to come to these meetings because they don't want to deal with the nonsense. But you won't speak on their behalf. You just sit here and cheer for people who talk nonsense. I'm glad you're here. That's why I say you're part of the problem. You look confused all you want. So you can keep coming here every month if you want, and keep asking us to rescind something that doesn't have any power and doesn't exist. And the DOE and Superintendent McGuire and then Chancellor Bank and the mayor and DOE all said it's going nowhere. But you keep coming here because it makes you feel good because you meet friends down here and you can dance and do the Macarena. Keep coming, but it's not helping the kids. So at some point, the DOE needs to do something about what matters to the kids in D2. And oh, by the way, why don't you, when you keep talking about the community, look at this community. Most people in the city, most people in District 2, most people don't agree with you. It's just because you bring people in the D2 parents, more than two or three. Okay, okay, all of this stuff. All of the, all of the D2 kids, what you. So you say you are another bitch, but you probably aren't even telling the truth.